Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles, and welcome to another episode of your favorite series, fictional characters that I would square up with. Now, I have another round of 5 characters that I read recently that I want to fight for various reasons. For a lot of these, there will likely be spoilers in order for me to explain why I want to fight them. I will make sure to put up a warning that says spoilers incoming or whatever the fuck so that I don't spoil it for you. And so when that's up and this is a book you want to read but you haven't gotten to yet, don't watch. When that goes away, you're free to tune back in. Number 1 on this list is Islyn, aka Staten Island, from The City We Became. Now, I read this in a vlog, so if you want to see more of my thoughts, I will have that linked for you in the cards and in the description. But basically, square up, you racist little bitch. I said in that vlog, I don't know anybody from Staten Island. I don't know if that is the perception of people from Staten Island or where that came from, but literally, as she's becoming the borough, she's like, oh, this is my island, these are my people, except for that Asian dude. And I'm just like, whoa, this is not what I expected, but okay. And apparently that is just a thing. Like, also, she just made like the overall mission more difficult for no motherfucking reason. And I was like, you can't be this stupid. I think in the book, she also literally says something along the lines of dark skin equals bad. And the crazy thing about it is that damn near all the other boroughs are people of color. Like, okay. I haven't read, what's the other book? The World We Make, but I might. So I guess that's what we're dealing with here. The second person on this list is Orion from Hostile Takeover by CCJ. Listen, this is the book that helped me realize that I do not like alpha holes. And that is very much what he is. He's also a billionaire. And it's one thing to like antagonize the love interest a little bit, get a little banter going, push her buttons, get on her nerves. But there is one scene in particular where I was like, you bitch. Spoilers, because I need to tell a story. I need to give you the full effect of what happened here. So his ex-fiance works at his company. And so she drops into his office and is being like super flirtatious. She says something like, oh, maybe I should come over for dinner unless your wife would object. And basically he's like, oh, I know she would, so let's go, right? And so what also pissed me off about this is that Orion is mad at his wife, Nilani, for no valid reason. And he even says himself that the reason that he reacted to her in a certain way is because his ex triggers him because of things that she used to do, and now he's projecting that onto his wife. So he invites this bitch to their house for dinner. They're sitting at the table, and the ex is saying a bunch of things, using a bunch of innuendos, basically implying that they've been fucking in his office all afternoon. Now, Nilani don't play that shit, so she snatched that bitch across the dinner table, and I don't blame her, but at the same time, I was like, Orion, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you bring this bitch into her home unexpected and then let her disrespect her like that at the fucking dinner table? Joke or not? Honestly, Nilani should have whipped his ass too, because he fucking deserved it. Next is Armand from Let Me Hold You by Alexandria House. This is book 2 in the McLean Brothers series, and it is the only book in the series that I DNF'd. I do have a full series review, including my DNF review, that I will also have linked for you in the cards and in the description. There's things going on with our love interest, and Armand is her son. Now, what I found out, I didn't read for myself. I told Monet that I was going to DNF this, and she was like, if you are, I need to tell you what happens. And then she fucking told me what happens. And simply for that reason, I want to fight him. Because what do you mean you've been physically abusing your mother for years after you saw one of her boyfriends also physically abuse her? And you beat him up and was like, I have to protect you. But then you turned around and started doing the exact same shit. What? Explain that to me. Please, explain it to me. And so I guess shit gets worked out or whatever, but then he goes on to have his own book where he ends up with the daughter of another character. And apparently he's like submissive to her. I don't give a flying fuck how you are going to rewrite that story. I have no sympathy for that man. He does not deserve happiness. I don't give a fuck. I refuse to read this other book because ain't no fucking way. And like I said, the crazy part is I didn't even get to that part. I didn't even get to the reveal. It was just like the victim blaming that was going on, and the way that her mom was coming at her. I was just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I cannot do this. And then I found out more, and I was just like, none of this makes sense. I don't know why we wrote this story. I don't know why this had to exist, but we should have kept that in the drafts. That didn't need to come out. That didn't need to be written into the published book. It just didn't. So the next two particularly irritated me because I have a thing about people who are shitty siblings. Maybe it's because I have so many siblings and I would never imagine treating my siblings a certain way that this just really rubs me the wrong way. The first one is from Firekeeper's daughter, and I don't want to say anything more yet because if this is a book that you were planning to read, and I absolutely think that you should, I rated it 5 stars. Don't watch this section because I don't want to spoil it for you. It's not revealed until the very, very end, and I honestly did not see it coming. Great plot twist, but I was shocked. So for Firekeeper's daughter, the person that I want to fight is Levi, Donis's brother. You are the reason that all of this shit happened to her best friend, the reason that she's involved in this investigation, the reason that she had her heart broken. And it's so weird to me because he comes off as this protective brother, and then all that goes out the window over some drugs? I don't understand. I truly don't understand. And more importantly, he finds out that she was assaulted and he victim blames her and slut shames her. And I'm just like, who are you? What happened to Levi? Because this is not it. I was so pissed reading the last, 50 pages of that book. Ugh, God. And also, why are you friends with shitty people? That's just weird to me. I don't know. All of it was just really fucking weird. Like I said though, great plot twist because I didn't see that coming at all. And the last person on my list for today is Amory from Only for the Week. Her mama too, but particularly Amory. So I have a book review of Only for the Week. Another 5-star read for me. I'll have that linked in the cards in the description for you. But in this one, our main character is Janelle. Amory is her sister. Amory is marrying Janelle's ex-boyfriend. And for whatever reason, Amory is hella insecure about that. You did this to yourself. I still can't get over the fact that you are dating, let alone marrying someone that used to be in a relationship with your sibling, because that's fucking weird. But then she was just so fucking insecure about it that she kept projecting all of it onto Janelle and almost ruined their entire relationship, because the whole time Janelle is trying to be a good sport. Like, she really doesn't give a fuck about their relationship. She doesn't care. It's not awkward for her. She does not want that man. But Amory keeps making it weird. Amory and her mother keep making it weird for no reason. And so here come the spoilers. The groom ends up making a pass at Janelle to self-sabotage himself because he actually does love her and he doesn't want to ruin his marriage or whatever the fuck. But when Janelle tells him about it, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe that you would make up a lie like that. You're choosing to believe a man over your sister? Are you serious? What is wrong with you? Genuinely, what is wrong with you? I did a whole rant about it in the review. So if you want more of my thoughts, they are there. But, ooh, there are so many times when Janelle should have whooped her ass, and I wish she did, because she deserved it. So I usually add a bonus from like a TV show, and for this one, so I've been watching a lot of shows on Netflix lately. So I recently watched The Night Agent and Treason. Both of them are, you know, governments doing shady shit. And I just want to know why it is that teenage daughters of very powerful people have to be written as dumbasses. Because what do you mean you slipped your security detail to hook up with your professor and then you got kidnapped? Or what do you mean you snuck out of school to get around the guards after your father got promoted into a very, very high position and then you got kidnapped? What? Are y'all dumb? I refuse to believe that y'all are this dumb. And I feel like it's always a stereotype around teenage girls, and they need freedom and they just crave attention. Like, why are they always stupid? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I just want to be like, girl, come here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you do that? Why would you put yourself in danger like this? It makes no sense to me. And watching those back to back, I was just like, this is a theme, I guess. Twice, both times, and both you bitches got kidnapped? God. Then again, it also reminds me of Taken, because why are you hanging out with this dude that you don't know? And then you got kidnapped. See, come on now. I just need us to think. I need us to use our brains. We have them for a reason. But those are my most recent round of fictional characters that I would square off with. I promise you there will be more. Let me know how you feel about any of the characters that I mentioned, if you read these books, if they're on your TBR, if you have your own list of characters that you want to square up with. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.